More importantly, are you ready, though?
I am ready
All
for
right.
this special edition of Nerd Sherpas.
It is a very special edition of the Nerd Sherpa show. More importantly, who are you going to call?
Nerd Sherpas!
Nerd Sherpas! Welcome, everyone. We are your Nerd Sherpas, here to carry you across the frozen wastes of geekdom as we talk about everything from comics to games, or sometimes movie trailers that are very controversial. Nerd on!
Nerd on!
So we wanted to talk to everybody about the Ghostbusters trailer because, oddly enough, the video that we just posted talking about our 2015 movies in review and also our look forward to 2016, well, we mentioned the Ghostbusters at the very end because
I do seem to recall someone had it listed as their number one movie that they were looking forward to the most in 2016.
Someone did have it listed as their number one movie that they were looking forward to in 2016.
That'd be this guy.
That'd be this guy right here.
Because you didn't have faith in Rogue One like I have.
No, I have infinite faith in Rogue One.
But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Ghostbusters trailer.
Just to set the record straight, sir. I have infinite faith in
Do
Rogue
not
One.
call my Star Wars fandom into question, sir.
Do not.
How dare you?
Do not. I do not let this happen, sir.
All right.
Anyways, so the Ghostbusters trailer is dropped. We had a teaser trailer going into it that kind of established the mood that they were going for with the trailer. The one thing that worried me about
comedy and ghost was what I got from it.
Well, but there was a teaser for the trailer that came out a few days before the trailer did. And the one thing that I got out of the teaser for the trailer, which in itself is a teaser, because we're getting trailers for trailers now.
Teasers for the teasers.
It featured a very common film trope right now, especially in trailers and especially in music.
And what's
it had
that?
the Inception boom. So it's like,
I do like it. It's a good sound.
I do too. It's a really cool sound.
Is it overdone? Sure. Why let that stop anyone?
Yeah, no, it should never stop you from using that Inception boom again. Like the Inception button exists for a reason.
That'd be nice.
So anyways, the Ghostbusters 2016 trailer dropped, and the internet has been a little bit of a titter about
most of the reaction that I've come across is of the more negative, might be too harsh, but people aren't as enthusiastic for it.
Exactly.
It's a little disappointing.
Yeah, it definitely dialed down enthusiasm.
And I will say I'm probably in the same category.
Really?
Yeah, a little... Yeah. Although my expectations weren't as high as yours. Yeah. This trailer didn't really make it feel like I need to go see it or I want to go see it. I still will because it's Ghostbusters and it's got so much comedic talent and whatever. I'm going to go see it.
Yeah, for sure.
But this trailer there was just something about it that just didn't connect and it was a little disappointing. And I'm not exactly sure why, but it just wasn't what I was hoping for.
So my expectations were pretty freaking high. I actually mentioned in the last episode that the movie has pretty much everything going for it. It's got the cast, it's got the director, it has really great writers behind it. I mean, like everything lines up for the movie. And then we got the trailer. And so I will say this, I am not disappointed, but I'm concerned now. And it more so has to do with the fact that Ghostbusters, as you mentioned in our last episode, is 99% about the humor. Ghosts are just a coloring to the fact that it is a really great comedy.
It's a comedy, yeah.
And
it's not just a smorgasbord of special effects,
it was. But
I guess back in the day, even then, but that was when they they couldn't afford to put special effects in movies.
It was also a great comedy movie. Yeah. So I had a really interesting experience watching the trailer. So I was actually in a meeting when the trailer dropped.
At work. Stop working, everyone. This is important. The Ghostbusters trailer is now out.
I was literally at work, and hopefully this never...
So you got paid to watch it.
Well, so
way to go.
We were on this meeting, and it had run way into lunch, and I was just like, oh, God, I'm tired, I'm hungry, like I've got the hangry thing kind of going, and I really wanted this meeting to end. Mostly so I could...
That's how I recall meetings.
You know how much I love food.
Yeah.
And I wanted this meeting to end not so I could go eat lunch, but so I could watch the Ghostbusters trailer. So I just decided the meeting is going on forever. My part's done, and I'm completely checked out of this meeting at this point. And I'm like, you know what? I've got a second screen, so I throw the trailer up, and I don't have sound, and I'm just watching the visuals, and I see the intro with the first ghost that they see, the Victorian ghost.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, okay, tell me more. And then we move on and go through the trailer, and we get to the scene with Slimer, the real quick showing of Slimer. Super psyched about that.
Gotta have Slimer.
Yeah, you can't have a Ghostbusters film without Slimer. In the subway, they have the graffiti, the no ghost symbol. I mean, just each one of the visuals, I'm just more
to remind you that it's Ghostbusters.
Correct, yeah. They even do the 30 years ago Scientists Saved New York, and now someone's going to have to do it again.
Which time was that when the scientists? That was the
New
York is always getting attacked. Poor New York.
Yeah, poor New York. That was the first Ghostbusters.
Godzilla, asteroids, floods, terrorism. It's just horrible.
Yeah. So, and Cloverfield monsters.
Yeah.
Those are a problem.
Plenty of monsters.
Those are a problem. So you get to the Times Square scene. Everything reverts back to old Times Square. Like, this movie looks freaking great without sound. Then I watched it.
You watched it with the sound.
Then I watched it with audio, and the humor fell so flat that it hurt.
That's probably the most disappointing thing. Is there wasn't anything that particularly funny about it, or
it was predictable. I would argue that it was 100% predictable. Pretty much when they introduced the subway, the local New Yorker / former subway worker character, it's like, she's going to be the one that's going to make an Exorcist joke.
Yeah.
And
was it Leslie Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leslie Jones.
She's great.
Exactly. Surely enough, right at the very end, somebody gets possessed, she slaps them, and the power of Patty compels you.
And then she slaps him again. It's just like, wow, that's like old-timey slapstick comedy.
Yeah, that was... I was
old-timey, like my grandparents kind of comedy.
Yeah. I was not excited about that. And there are definitely parts, humorous parts in the trailer where I'm more interested. So when the blonde, God bless, I need to learn names. Kate McKinnon, yes. Yeah. When she is wearing the wig and the hat, and she freaks out Kristen Wiig's character.
Yeah, that's kind of
funny. And it's like, what was it? Was it the hat? Was it the wig? Was it the hat?
The one thing I certainly hope this is the case, that this was just a trailer. And you don't want to play, your full hand. You don't want to reveal all your good jokes. Yeah. So maybe they're purposely not putting in anything that great. That they're saving all the really, really good bits for when we actually go see the movie. In which, if that's the case, and that's certainly what I'm hoping for, and why I'm still going to go see it, even if the next trailer they make is even worse. This is a movie that I think there's no way we're not going to see.
We're going to see Batman v Superman, and it's had some pretty bad trailers. Dawn of Justice. But anyways. No, I think this is a perfect example of bad trailer syndrome. And it's getting worse and worse now because...
taking so many lives each year.
Well,
Sarah McLachlan needs to make a video raising awareness.
Filmmaker. But there's a lot to be said nowadays about bad trailers making... just wrecking a good movie. It's actually, I feel like it's happening more and more frequently. You also get a lot of trailers that are misrepresenting films. And I feel like this is an industry thing. So, I mean, the upside and the downside of Star Wars is that now every single person wants a movie to do $1 bajillion, right?
Yeah, maybe.
And especially if it's a nerdy property, especially if it's a nostalgia property, like, with all of these things combined, with all of their powers combined, they are Captain Box Office Hit.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is sometimes you have to cast a really wide net to make something a hit. And I feel like that might be what happened in this trailer. Because I have nothing but faith. I still, to this moment, even after seeing this trailer, have nothing but faith in the creators, the actors, and everybody that's contributing to the
That's
film.
all we're really going on at this point.
It is. Well, we actually now have a couple of things that I'm really positive about. Number one, the ghosts in the trailer, they are actually. I mentioned this in our last episode.
It was your biggest concern that they were
going to be CG screwfests. They're actually real people. So
real people screwfest, which is even better.
So I found this out today. The woman that they see at the very beginning that throws up slime on her,
Yeah.
That was actually a real woman wearing an LED suit that then they composited the ghostly elements over her. So she was really there, and when you see her face, that's really her face.
But is it just CGI slime?
No, the slime is real too.
Real slime. Where do you get real slime?
Man. You can make it. I actually know how to make it. I made
in the bathtub.
Bathtub slime.
Bathtub slime.
Nothing
just
better.
Like Grandpappy used to make.
Nothing better than that toilet slime, baby. So the ghosts are actually real to a degree. There are some that definitely aren't, like Slimer's not. Which Slimer actually looks
real ghosts.
Pretty good. There's that really, the scene that kind of got me super duper excited was the one in Times Square when you see
walking with the
Stilts ghost walking by, and you see all of the other ghosts.
Reminded me of Beetlejuice.
I think it was he could be Beetlejuice. He could also be
that'd be
like some demon nightmare version of Hamilton in Times Square.
Wow, either one of those are probably the most realistic possibilities.
Yeah, no, so the ghosts set, the gear, their outfits, their gear, the proton packs. I was actually watching. They just released today an explanation. They actually had a physicist come in and help them design a proton pack.
Ghost catching equipment.
Well, the whole point to it is the proton pack is designed to be a distillation of real science that we know works. So what do you do whenever you're exciting a particle? You're basically like doing what they do with the Large Hadron Collider. So it's a mini Large Hadron Collider, and it has a cooling system. Like you should go check out the video. We'll link it in the notes.
That sounds like exciting stuff.
Yeah, they explain all this stuff, and I'm like, the same people that just made this trailer, or whatever subgroup of these people made this trailer, also just made this
really making proton packs.
Yeah, also made this thing explaining how much time they spent on proton packs. They hired a physicist to come in and help them just ideate on a proton pack. So I'm still not worried about the movie, except for I'm worried that they might, in general I'm not worried, but I'm worried that they might be casting too wide of a net. And I know that Hollywood movies, you spend a ton of money.
I'm not too worried about that. I just want it to be funny. Yeah, cast the biggest net you need to, as long as it's funny.
But was it funny?
The trailer was not.
Yeah.
There were some moments, like the one where she just licks her gun for no apparent reason.
I love that too.
That was probably my favorite part from the whole trailer.
Another prediction for the future. Casey McKinnon's character is going to be my favorite. Kate McKinnon. Yeah. Kate McKinnon. Kate McKinnon's character is going to be my favorite character in this movie. I can guarantee it.
I might go with Leslie Jones. They're both good. And then the other ones are the more accomplished actresses too.
Kristen Wiig and
the most famous female comedian.
I would argue that Kristen Wiig
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy, yeah. We really should write down names at some point. Like we should get better
together.
At this. Yeah. So anyways, any final thoughts? I think we've talked about
There's nothing that's going to come out between any more trailers, anything between now and the movie that's going to make me not want to see it. Yeah. Unless it got just some unbelievably god-awful review score. And even then, I think we have to see it.
Yeah, we should go back and look at reviews for the old Ghostbusters and see how that movie actually fared compared to movies of its time. You'd be surprised sometimes. Sometimes movies that we love today were not very well.
Yeah, but we loved that movie back then.
Critically received. Yeah, that's true. Anyways, thanks for watching this special episode, and we look forward to nerding on with you again next time. So, Sean?
Nerd on.
Nerd on.